All right, hello. So I am going to be working on my kit sequences and things like that. So I'm going to see about sharing my screen. Am I still sharing my screen? I am. Okay, cool, great. So this is what it looks like. Um, this, well, first, I guess, hey y'all. Hi, my name is Jessica Tapia. I'm the founder of Femway, Females Earning Money Our Way. I'm here on X and I'm streaming on YouTube. I just love the fact that we are taking it from written posts, written things, and now we're going into our live streaming sessions here. I used to do this a lot on what is it, Instagram, but now we're here on X live streaming and then on YouTube. Anyway, so this is going to be pretty brief because it is a pop-up and I'm probably not going to be on here very long. I just want to show everyone my kit and why I use kit, how I'm using it, things of that nature. Okay, so I use kit. I'm an ambassador. um I am a kit creator and I have been for about a year now. I feel like maybe this would be appropriate. So here's my kit hat. I put this little pin on it. It's a little envelope. So okay. All right. But anyway, um what I'm showing y'all now is this is my kit when we go to our sequences, right? Our visual automations here. I have my 6-day email course, the one for cold subscribers I tweeted about once, and then the FemX Pro, and then the Welcome Creator Profile. So recently, I removed a lot of people from my email list. I went from like 150 to 128. As you can see here, I've had some new subscribers in the past 7 days, the past 30 days. I have not been promoting. A lot of this goes into, or growth of your email list comes from promotion, talking about it naturally in a way that it makes sense and encourages people to join. So this is pretty much what the kit dashboard looks like. It's very simple. It gives you these continue your goals type thing, stuff that you could do to set up. So promote your product on social media, which I could be doing, but I haven't. Okay, so go down here and you can see your email performance for the last 90 days. This is my open rate. This is my click rate. This is the total amount of emails that I've sent since using Kit. Um, but definitely could do a better with the click rate. So we would have to figure out you know, what emails we're sending, things like that. But anyway, we're gonna go to sequences, which is under send. Okay, and when you have a sequence, we're gonna go to this is what we're working on right now. How to host the hottest spaces and grow on Twitter. This was like for forever ago. Like this was so long ago that I started that I made this. So now what I've done is I've taken the copy from the emails and I've put them into this Google Doc because pretty much I'm going to recreate them because these AI generated images are not on brand. The way it works is no longer the name of the newsletter. The newsletter is the earning agency. Colors are the same, but things are different. So yeah, what's going on? Okay. Okay. Hold on a moment, guys. Okay, so my children were trying to tell me something. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I want to show y'all the template here. The template I have is my own template that I created myself from a base. Now, as you can see, these are all of the templates that I have so far. Some of these I have gotten from the kit library and also from the store. So here's the library here that you can pick from for free. But they also have a template market that you can buy your templates from. Okay, so they do have a lot of good ones here, different ones for different things. My favorite so far, especially because we're going to be going into a course, we're going to use Grove. I use this one a lot actually. So what we're going to do is, this can look a little confusing because we're here, we have this section where we're going to be writing and putting our content, and then this is the side of with our sequence, with our email sequence. So day after day, as you can see, send this email after 1 day of sending the previous email. So when someone signs up, this email here will immediately, right, this welcome of thanks for joining or thanks for signing up for this 6-day course. This one will be immediately sent to them. The following day, they'll get day 1, so on to day 6. And honestly, I should probably have a conclusion day, which is pretty much maybe I can sum it all up, wrap it up, maybe some next steps. Again, this 6-day does come with a if you want me to co-host, so we can set up a time for us to, you know, plans, days, whatever, so that we can co-host spaces together. So anyway, we're going to go back here. This is the first one. Lesson 1, welcome to the course. Their, little filler. So we're going to go to styles. The background, and in Kit, let me go to my settings just so I can show y'all. They have expanded the branding a little bit. So here you put your business name and then you save your colors here. Hopefully y'all can see my screen. And then I have my Twitter here, my LinkedIn, Instagram, and to my website here. So you can add more links. You can add more colors. This is quite different because it used to just be like 5. I think it used to just be this many. So they've added on some. We did talk about in a session one time. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, hopefully y'all can see me. So we did share in a ambassador meeting. They were asking about AI, how they could incorporate AI tools into the email creation process. And we were talking about, when you are writing your emails, what would be helpful is something kind of like a Grammarly, being able to suggest a way for you to edit your content, or because they already have these what they're called snippets. So they're bits that are already saved and you can just kind of plug them in when you need to. But as far as AI, when you're writing, would be great to like analyze the tone, show us how we can improve, what we're working on. Okay. They were wrestling. Anyway. All right, so let me go back to sharing my screen and I'll show you the snippets that I'm talking about and how I use them. All right, here we go. All right, so snippets, it's underneath your sin. So also, real quick before I get into this, um, this here, the snippets, is you can create, write whatever snip. I have a signature here. Maybe you have your Discord sign up. So when I was using Discord, I could put that in there. All the links to all the things. This was something from, I believe, my when I had Wix, a Wix website. I had a page specifically just for the links, which I put here. So some of this is old. You can see a year ago, 2 days ago, a year ago. Okay, when I last used these things. So also what I wanted to talk about was I offer a kit setup. Kit started doing this also, but it is I go through all the things, okay, from your settings, right? From your settings here, from gross all the way to learn, but learn is pretty much on your own type thing, documentation, signing up for the community. You can go here, ask questions for people who have been doing the thing, kind of like myself, and then Creator University, same thing. So here's the signature. Okay, much love, many blessings. Jessica, the content queen. So as you can see, I've updated this. You can even go as far as, you know, the font that you want, however you want to stylize it, color, links, if you want to put links into your signature here, maybe you want to put an email or something of that nature. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete. I'm going to go ahead and archive these. Okay, feedback. Okay, and another one. So like maybe you want to have a this is literally just based off of what this is. So maybe you want to add a testimonial to somewhere. Um am I spelling testimonial right? Yeah. Okay, it's awesome. And then you could put a picture here, same thing. But this is where it can get confusing with Kit, okay? Because they have the text, which is here, and then the column, okay? And now it's the whole thing is what they're talking about. Okay, you can turn it into a card where the background image, the card has an image, right? Okay, okay, okay. Here's the card image, and then here's the background image, right? And then you can have transparent, or if you want it to have like a little background, you can have that here, spacing, and then borders. Okay, so all those things, and then you can save that into your put those into your emails. So typically I just use my signature. That's the most used snippet that I have. So going into our sequences, this is what I was showing y'all. So how to host the Fire Spaces email course. We can leave it like that. Well, actually, we're gonna change it to what was it? Let's go to the landing. Let's go to the landing page and form. So this you can see 6 day Spaces email course. I have 19 people subscribed. There's actually more people subscribed. I think it's like 25 or so. But we've had 2 new subscribers and then 7 visitors within the last 90 days. And it shows you the conversion rate. I just recently changed how this looked, the layout of this. So what I am using as a signature style for my everything pretty much when it comes to email marketing and stuff is having a blue background, white lettering, green, having the earning agency here, and then also here. So people sign up. I don't really want a phone number. I don't really want the phone number. Okay, so here we go. So first name, email. Always put the first name. Always ask for the email. First name is first. And then start the course. And then, whatever else you want here. So we're going to save and publish. Now, if I wanted to, I could add another page, right? So if I wanted to do an upsell, or if I wanted to encourage them to, after they've signed up, right? So like a thank you page. After they sign up, they can set a date. So thank you for signing up. Set your day to for me to co-host. Let me see. Thank you for signing up. All right. And then, do all the things, however that looks. And then I can put what I really love is, can I do it in here? Let me see if I can or not. Countdown timer. We have a, Mommy, yes. We have a tomato in our bag. Okay. All right. So you can see my, right? So what I was looking for is they have a integration or an app where you can use your here, let me go back. Actually, or is it in my sequences? I'm trying to remember where it is. No, that's not it. Okay, here it is. So the FemX Pro membership. So when someone signs up, this is the welcome. This is the sequence that I have. So welcome to the FemX Pro mentorship. And then here's the what to expect. But as you can see on the first day, I'm able to put my Calendly link in here so that they can schedule their first session with me. And then there's a mentee form which goes to a Google form. So essentially that's what I was looking for in what was it? Okay. That's what I was looking for here. When you see this, when you click on this here, and there's a little plus sign, you can add an image, file button, gallery links, icons. But I was hoping that I'd be able to bring my Calendly in here. So maybe if I just put a link and then I can add whatever, Calendly link or something. So that way, after they've already signed up, right? So this is like a part I'm showing. I feel like this is important because I'm showing like I have some things that I can also incorporate and change and work on, things that I'm learning that I didn't, do before because I was in a rush. I was kind of just trying to put things up and get things done. And you know how they say think get it done and then you can perfect it later, however they want to go about it. But okay. Oh no, I didn't want to delete the whole thing. That is the second time that I have done that. That is literally the second time that I have done that. I had to recreate a whole sequence, this sequence here. I had to recreate this whole sequence because I accidentally deleted it. Okay. So anyway, here we go. Let's go back. We're going to, well, I want to see what this looks like. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, I deleted my other one. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all messing up all over the place. Okay, so I guess I'll show y'all how to create a landing page since we're here now. All right, so the landing pages, they have a whole bunch of templates. Here's the filter that you can see here. If I'm doing a course, I guess it could be maybe an event or a product, maybe even a wait list or ebook. So let's click on the ebook. I can't even remember which one I was using. I really like this Dawson one. This is really nice. I'm gonna preview it for y'all. See, I love this. You can choose your recipe. I think that this is really cute. Let's go back. I just love the layout. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Um, this is a pretty good one too. I love you. I love you too, sweetie. Oh, ma'am. Yes. I'm gonna have cookies today. Okay. Um, Here's another one. I want to see. Okay. Nice. I can see people are joining the restream, so I appreciate y'all watching and tuning in. Okay. So anyway, is there a chat? Oh, there is a chat. I didn't even see this. Hey Ninja. But we can't see the template. We can't see your screen. Oh no. I don't know what to do. I thought my screen was maximized, customized. Can you see my screen now? Maybe I'm tripping. Um, hmm. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see this. I don't know if you can or not. Okay. So, because it shows that I am sharing my screen. So hopefully y'all can see it. I don't know if it's just on my end. Okay. So you get to pick the kit, right? Which template you want. Oh man. I'm doing I guess no. See, I'm more of like I just want a simple, I just want something fairly simple, fairly straight to the point. Oh, I think this is it. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one I used. Okay, we're gonna choose this one. As you can see, simple. It's called Centennial, maybe something like that. And then however you're going to. I'm so sad. Now I have to think of. Now I have to do copy, and we'll do the fun stuff for right now. So the background is gonna be blue. The This is the middle background is also gonna be blue, and then the bottom background down here we're gonna do green. Okay. And then the form background is not gonna be stark white. It's gonna be this grayish color. We're gonna change our button to a red button, and then we'll put the name for 6 day sign up. 6 day. 6 day email course. We'll put Twitter. Okay, 6 day Twitter email course. And I'll worry about the rest in a moment because I don't know, maybe it'll be a good little tutorial or something. Anyway, okay, so here are my pictures. The earning agency is gonna go here. We can delete this. We can change this here to yeah, the font color. We're gonna make this white. This font color, we can make it a light green. This font color is also gonna be white. We'll change this font color to be black or red. I think red just kind of gives a sense of urgency. You know what I mean? Okay. And then all the things down here. So in this built with kit, so I like to turn this off, right? because I paid with the plan that I have, you can turn this built with kit off. If I go to my settings here, oh wait, save and publish. Okay, if I go to my settings here, I go to advanced, I can get my referral, my affiliate link here, copy paste, copy. We're gonna go to my creator profile, landing page, this. And now at the bottom, I can say build your newsletter with Kit. All right, put this, link it up, paste the link, add the link, bold it. We can bold this, underline it. We can make it 32, put it in the center. Okay. And now we have our own kind of built with Kit type, so when someone clicks on it and they decide to sign up for Kit, I get paid for it. Um, so on and so forth. So we'll just save and publish this because I'm gonna think of the copy that I'm gonna put back on here and we'll do the rest. But anyway, what I was showing was after after the person clicks on and signs up for, we're gonna add the first name. Okay. After they sign up for this, right, on this landing page, you're going to have to set up your sequence, right? You're gonna have to create your sequence, which is right here. So now we have our sequence, which is the welcome. So it's essentially 7 emails, which is the first welcome email, and then each day after that, and then I need to add a closeout email. Okay. What I wanted to show was I'm going from this old style, old branding. We're going to get rid of the AI images. We're probably going to keep most of the copy here, or the content writing. We're going to change the top part because this is all part of a template that I had made previously. So that's what this is. Okay, so this is the sequence, but you have to set up the automation. And so here's the automation, right? We said 19 subscribers. We're going to go here. This is active. I put it in the active. So in order to start an automation, you have to first have a step. So they signed up, they get hit with a tag. So now they're tagged Twitter course, meaning they signed up for this. And then this is the sequence. If you click on it, it'll show you the sequence. It'll show you the sequence that you have attached here. Now, you could also, if you wanted to do more, like add more to this automation, you can have a condition, right? So if they open the email, right, after 4 days, they have opened the emails, any of them after 4 days, then yes, you're going to have them go into another, maybe another sequence, or maybe they have an offboarding or something like that. If they don't, then you re-engage with them and say, hey, this is the end of the course. How did you enjoy it? Or something like that. Something like that. So essentially maybe edit this step. So you could, oh, it went back. Okay, condition, open email after 7 days. Okay. Or even, let's do 8 days. So after 8 days, update the condition. So if they have not, so if they have not opened the email, then you can start sending them maybe another kind of cold subscriber type thing where it's like, hey, how did you enjoy the course? Do you have any questions? So on and so forth. Or maybe, hey, a reminder, did you set your time for us to talk so that I could, answer any questions about hosting spaces, or maybe we could talk about co-hosting together, those types of things. Okay, so that would be the automation. And that's how people would go through, that's how it would work. So I got on here because I wanted to show y'all how I am pretty much updating the so welcome to the course. How I'm updating these old emails because this is super old. This is like stuff from almost a year ago. Okay. Also make sure that when you're doing your fonts, okay, we want no, I want Gothic black. This one is going to be Georgia. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, and this is something I've suggested to Kit, that the same way that they have the brand colors, maybe we're able to do like a have set brand fonts. I was thinking about that too. We're gonna go ahead and publish the changes. But I'm going to go to email templates because I want to show y'all the templates. Hold on one second. All right, so we have the templates here, right? This is what it looks like. For me, it gives these kind of like tags, a starting point or a classic. I'm gonna, I can't delete this one. I wish I could. Okay. This is the one I used to have as a template, right? The way it works, fearless in action, faithful in purpose. So this is like a very basic template that I had, but I'm gonna delete this because it's not current. This is another one that I really liked. It's called The Weekend. And the reason that I like this one is because um it has these tabs up here. So as these links as if you're on like a website, okay? So this would be good if you always want to be able to let people essentially shop. You could use these as like, a little website kind of check-in type thing. So I have this one. Um, but let me see. A new email template. And I just want to show it to y'all. So these are the starting points that they have, right? That they provide to you. So if you have a sorry, I went back. So if you have this is the weekly dispatch. I use this for like if one of the times I shared multiple resources, so different spaces that were coming up or different articles that I've written, put them out here. I really like the story one just because of the way that it's laid out. You can put the image up here up top. I'm going to show you. You can put the image up here, your issue number. This is actually the one that I use currently for my newsletters. I really love this. Super simple, super straightforward to the point. So that one is one of my favorite ones to have. I have it here, as you can see. I have this one. Um, and then we have some classic templates here, right? So modern, text only, a card, Stark. This one was kind of I really like this one too, but I think it was because of just the way that it looked. The way that it looked as an example, right? So Stark here. And then you can go to the template library, right? They have pricing, use cases, resources, free, paid. So here are some free ones. Okay. And then we have paid. So here are some paid ones starting at $39 or $19, $29, $39. And again, these are templates. So you have to keep in mind that some of these things may be a little bit difficult to you have to be able to know what you're going to be adding in here. Okay. Let's look at one of these. I really like this one. Writer newsletter. Okay, so it gives you the whole kind of rundown of what the template looks like. Right, so the title goes here, date, the person writing, view and note, view in browser. Here's kind of the overview in this issue, which you'll find. Hello. Then we have the convert kit if you know, or this is what they were sharing, but maybe you have an article you want to share and put it here. You can easily make this on your own. You know, you don't have to buy the template. You could make this. Maybe I'll see about recreating some of these templates just so y'all can see how it goes. But yeah, and then click worthy, check these out. So some more resources. Maybe you could put your products in here. Maybe you could put your social media posts or whatever you're trying to highlight, maybe Substack, those types of things. It really just depends on where you want to go with your newsletter, how you want to go. Oh, you can't even see this. Hold on. Okay. Share this. There we go. So what I was saying was there's a title here, the person that wrote it, the date. Here's a in this issue. So pretty much a overview, the welcome, promotion of today's issue, right? And then was sponsored by. So this was a sponsor. You could easily put something else here. Maybe you want to promote your own, maybe you're someone in your network or however that goes. This is the story. Check these out. So some more resources if you want to put your own resources there, templates that you have, whatever the case may be. Insights, read more. And then maybe if you have a workshop, a digital creator live workshop, and then register now. Follow us on Twitter. I actually might recreate this, to be honest, because I really like this layout. So there's that. Let's go back. Okay, sorry if it's so loud. If it's loud in here, I apologize. They are just going at it. Okay. Oh, look at this one. Okay. So this is another one. The business of creativity, future belong to creators. This is definitely made by Kit because this is what they say: the future belongs to creators. A weekly newsletter on life as a creator, and then you start of default content, end of default content. So if, you know, put something here, whatever it is, it will always be set into that template. So all right, there's the emails. I do not want that, but anyway. So we're going to go back to our sequences. I'm actually going to do the first one just to show y'all what it looked like or what I want it to look like. So the section, hold on. I don't have an image for this. I keep doing that. I don't have an image for this. So I'm just going to put the earning agency here. Okay. Now, if we preview, this is what it looked like, the earning agency, and then, you know, whatever we decide to put here. So, let me go ahead and pull up my thing. This is the first thing right here. This is a quote. I'm going to do a block quote, and I'm going to put this here. Okay. Let me put, hey, networker. So, also, it could say networker, or if I put, you see that slash, that command, I could do personalization, add subscribers first name. That's why it's important that when you are filling out a form and it says first name, always put the first name. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, and then of course put the font. We want Century Gothic. I just love the way Century Gothic looks. We're gonna do Georgia for our body font. Like I said, I already have this here. What's gonna go next? Hey subscriber. And now we're gonna put our okay. Sorry, y'all. All right. So look, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. Let me see if I can switch back. How do I switch mine? Can I minimize this? Okay. Hopefully I can see me. I just took my hat off. So this is how it goes. I apologize for the stops and interruptions, but I would rather have the stops and interruptions and say that I went live and did the thing instead of not doing the thing at all. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me and watching the live stream, even though I've had these interruptions. If you do have any questions, because there's nothing going on in the chat right now, but if you do have any questions, you can DM me or use the chat. I'm trying to keep it on so I can see. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see me. How does this work? Okay. All right. I think this is okay. Okay, so I appreciate y'all sticking it out with me. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to add to this email, I'm going to add the welcome, this part, right? This is going to be okay. Um So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna change. I think we want to change the name. Welcome to how to host how to host fire spaces on and grow on Twitter. We have to change this. Okay, that's about it. That's good. What is this one? 36. We're gonna make this one a 36. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go back. Go back. I feel like that's not as grandiose as I want it to be. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bold it. I'm the type of person that likes to add a GIF. Oh, okay. I haven't shown y'all the what you can do as far as when you do a plus, right? So it's called adding blocks. You can do the plus sign or you can do the backslash. So you can pull up your commands. You can add your headings here, bullet list, numbered list, block quote, like I did up here, and then personalization, like I did here with hey, subscriber first name. You can have a button, which looks like this. And you can customize the button, of course. Recommendations. So on here and many other email platforms, you have recommendations where you can recommend other newsletters. So you could put that here. A product. So if I wanted to, which actually is in one of these emails here, I think it's in the promote section. Yeah, here it is. Threads, Twitter threads promo, but it's not up here. Okay, here. If you do, let me do this, and I'll show you. I can pull up my product, go to styles, pick a product. Oh, it's not up here anymore. I had my, what's it called? My threads. Let me see. Let me see if it's here. Is this it? So I wrote a it's a very short ebook. I guess you could call it an ebook. I wrote a very short ebook. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Let me share this screen. All right. So this is the ebook that I wrote. It says 3 thread templates to cultivate and engage your audience. These thread templates adapt to your style, whether breaking down insights, sharing stories, or sparking big ideas. Make your next space a must attend event. I like to use threads, or I was using threads at one point as a way for me to promote the space, talk about the topic, those types of things. Ooh, I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Very kind of moody type thing. Typey. Okay. Anyway, so that's the cover page. How to use interactive space threads, and then it just goes through, right? So here's how to interact, how the thread structure works. You have your bullet point outline, then you have your 2 polls, and then the space link. And the interactive part of this is the fact that there's 2 polls. Okay, you want these 2 polls because this is going to give you data. You want to make sure that you check back in with your poll to see what the results are, things like that. Also, you can take these individual polls, you can copy the link, make a new tweet, and then add the poll to it. And what I mean by that is, let me share. Let me go here. Hold on. Okay. So what I mean by that is when you have a poll, whoa. I did not want to put that in Tech Founders. Actually, you know what? Okay, we're doing it. All right. Right. So I have that. Let me view this. And now I'm going to take this link, copy the link. I'm going to go to my communities, my community, and then I'm going to write a post. And then I'm going to put I don't know, y'all. I'm just doing the things. I'm just doing the things. Okay? I'm just doing the things. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Look, this is off the dome, off the top. Okay, we're gonna post all. That's what I'm talking about. So now, when you view this, using threads is the best way to promote your space. Uh, is the best way to promote your space before and after. Before and after. I don't know. I'm just putting something here. And then now, in the quote, in the reply, I have put the thing right. So when you can take one of these polls and share it. That way, you can get more engagement and more eyes on it to get more votes. Okay, now this is how to use informative subject versus subject space threads. So this is kind of like a thing where you want to do, where you could be doing Kit versus Beehive, Kit versus Substack, something where it's kind of like a versus, or it could be um, using Kit and Wix, or how to use Kit and ChatGPT, right? So that way you have these two kind of thoughts to break down, but then you also have the poll. You still have a poll in each of these. They're just broken up. Also, this is if you have um premium, right? Because when you're writing a thread, the threads are going to be fairly long, but you can also do this on a free, on, without paying for the premium. You could also do it that way if you wanted to. So this is the educational space threads. As you can see, there's information here. I'm not going to read through all of this because you can definitely, if you're interested in this, I'll share it out a couple more times. But I've only had like 3 or 4 people download it. Maybe, I don't know. So here's the educational poll. So point one with a poll, and pretty much you give the intro, a little bit about what you're talking about, and then you give the poll. Then you give more of an intro tweet, step 1, step 2, step 3, space link. Okay. So here's the thank you for reading, tools of the trade bonus. So now this is talking about your call to action. So 3 call to actions for you to close out your threads. Download a free resource. So, and then here's an example script, right? So here's the example. Ooh, girl, why are we? Okay, so that's the example script. I don't understand why these are turned, why these are not. There we go. Okay, so join the community, follow on social media, download a free resource. The call to actions are fairly simple, and we think about these things, but sometimes we don't know exactly when to use them, how to use them. So here you go. There's an example script, right? So anyway, I brought all that up because in this, I had that as a product. It was a pay your own price. It had to be at least $1. So you had to pay at least $1 to get it, but it was pay what you wanted to. Anyway, so here we go. I'm gonna delete this product because it's not here, and I'm gonna delete this. All right. So now we're gonna add a little Giphy, right? We went through this, a link group, icons, so link to your profile socials or your social profiles, a poll. I use this one also. This is really good. So, welcome to maybe later on in this, I'll add a poll somewhere that says, have you hosted a space before? Or do you prefer to listen? Why haven't you hosted a space before? That way I still get a poll. I still get information from the people who are directly signing up for these emails. Here are some layouts. So we're going to go to styles, and they have different layouts that you can already pick from that you can throw in here, right? They have a byline that you could put in here. And also what I like is you can move them up, right? So if you wanted to put this here, your name, creator with your picture, but I don't think that that's really necessary right now. I don't think I would use that right now. What I am looking for is my little GIF. Okay, so also the media, you have images, file, video, gallery. So there's different ways that I would use this file, but I'm going to talk about that later. So video upload or add from YouTube. I had this idea about doing video newsletters. Okay, so essentially recording myself very briefly for like maybe a minute. Um, introducing the newsletter, or maybe even 30 seconds, just giving a brief kind of this is what you can find in here, and then I feel like that would be pretty unique. I haven't seen that before, or I haven't seen it often. Gallery, so if you have images that you want to add, countdown timer, which I love, Spotify. So and this is a good one. The Spotify is great for the people who are doing like co-working. Maybe you have like sessions with people like, hey, so this is my playlist, this is what I've been enjoying so far while I'm working. That's a really great way to build up, a relationship, a connection. Maybe y'all are about bonding over the music that you listen to, things like that. So embed a video from TikTok, embed a post from X. So I've done this also in a very recent post. Let me go to my broadcast so I can show y'all. So this is where, okay, this was kind of me sharing my story of what was going on. Okay, here's the embedded tweet, right? Read 17 replies, 20 likes. This is when it was posted. You can click on it and then, it'll do the thing. All right, so let's go back. And then you can see the SEO settings down here too. See? So the picture and then the description. And you can add an internal note. So maybe you can add a note of you're looking through this, maybe something can change. Maybe move the membership up because nobody clicked on it. Nobody clicked on, this. Maybe that's not necessary. No one clicked to join the newsletter. Maybe someone has already joined the newsletter, or there might be people who are from the community who have already joined, and you can see where the clicks happen. So one person clicked on my status. So one person. Other than that, because there are other little things in here that people could click on. So, all right. Now we go back. Go back. Go back to our sequence. All right. And I'm probably gonna change the subject line. Um, See, this text appears after the subject line in the subscriber's inbox. So you could change this to, it allows you up to 150 characters. I'm going to go ahead. You can add, okay, this is Mighty Network. So I do have Mighty Networks. I don't use it. Savvy Cal. So if you use that for scheduling, add to calendar button, scheduling link. A Calendly scheduling link. The Giphy. This is the Canva I was telling y'all about. You can pull your design straight from Canva. Okay, so here's a Giphy, and we're gonna do celebrate. Mommy. Yes. I love this one. I love a good gift, guys. I love a good gift. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go here. Gonna add another paragraph. Go to our Google Docs here. Okay. And the thing is, going through this copy, it may, it may show that, um, all right. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So we have the GIF. Now I have this like little section here, right? I'm breaking up the information, and I'm gonna say that I usually do one long email, but I think the breaking up is a good idea. I have seen this before, especially with creators from Beehive. They tend to do like a breaking up kind of thing. But for me, it can get a little confusing. That's just me though, right? Because it's just me. It's just me, y'all. It's a me thing. Okay. Not crapping on Beehive or anything like that. Yes, baby. Are you doing something? I am doing something right now. Okay, so then here's the huh? Those are my crochet hooks. So what to expect, day-to-day learning each day. Let's delete this. I don't even know what that. Okay. Mommy, why is yellow white here? I say yellow. And okay. It's brown. Then not brown. Okay, so we're gonna do that here, and then we're gonna copy this. Copy, and then we're gonna go back here. Put this here. My stick gonna be yellow, and stick gonna be black. Heading to. They're gonna be the black thing. Black. All right. So, this is a practical tips, actionable insights you can apply immediately to start seeing results, exclusive tools, access to this. So I put this link in here multiple times. And the reason that is because I want people to be able to say that they got it. You know, there's like no reason that you shouldn't be able to access the chat GPT. What is it, sweetie? Okay, my love. Yes, the phone does go on there. I didn't do it. Oh, I did that's what I wanted to do. I was doing the wrong thing. Spacing, normal. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like, right? We have the first kind of section, what to expect, okay, then the more about. All right. So now the thing is though, with these links, I'm going to change the links or the link color, because I do not want where is this link color at? Okay. Also, I like I like to use muted colors because I don't really care for things to be like super like bright. Um, and that's just how it goes for me. So where is this? Okay. Anyway, all right. So now we're gonna go here. We're gonna. Oh, I already did that. All right. Now we're gonna add another one, and in this one, I'm going to put my snippet. Oh my gosh, this thing is so. My mouse is so like, I don't even know. After this, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out, and then here's my signature. As you can see, much love, many blessings. We're gonna change this very quickly down here. We're going to make the section this color. The text is going to be this color. These links are going to be red. All right. So now we pretty much have all the things, all the information. The earning agency is up here. Our block quote is here. And now we have, hey, subscriber. Let's move this down a little bit. And we'll increase this in size. Just wish I could. Okay. Anyway, so here we go. Is that give some space to some of these sentences. And this is what I mean by clean content, right? So we're giving our reader the room for their eye to breathe. There's not huge chunks of uh, wording, not walls of text. There's plenty of space, and then we also have space in between blocks. And so if I wanted to, I could add in like something else, like if it would made sense. But we're gonna go ahead and hit the preview so we can see what this looks like. This is what it looks like. Email on the computer. The first name would show up here, and then so on and so forth. Right. All right. And then set up. Now, oh, I'm so glad I can show you. Okay, so configure Calendly scheduling link. So we go over here, select an event, 30 minutes, the 12-hour. This is the large. This is what a large one looks like. This is what a small one looks like. Right? So Monday, this. You can pick the dark mode, light mode. I like the dark just because it stands out on this. I'm going to use the small one and then normal margin. So because I've already said, like I'm going to help co-host if you want to set that up, talk about maybe you have questions about hosting spaces or whatever the case may be. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to wait. I'll add this towards the end. And the reason for that is I'm going to publish these changes. Now look at the difference between this this email and this. Very much so better, like more on brand with the gift. We have celebrating. Earning agency is here. We have the dark blue kind of background with the green. And then also something else I've been doing is on these styles, adding, hold on the section border. The border color is this light, and then I do a custom or oh no, it's 6. And then a 2. So it kind of gives the, gives it a little pizzazz. A little pizzazz. It's not like super crazy, but it just gives, for me, I feel like it gives a different kind of vibe. And of course, as time goes on, this is for everyone. Your things will change. Your style will change. Different things like that. But the point is, when you go through those changes, make sure that most things that you're doing are going to be cohesive and that they make sense and that they're adding up, Okay, so let's put the border here. They're cohesive. Have a cohesive look. So that's why I'm taking the time right now to change this, because I do plan on re-releasing this 6-day course. It's very simple. Same thing. I'm gonna add in that Threads ebook on day 5. Yeah, for promoting your spaces. I'll put the Threads thing in here. That way, people can, hopefully, people will find it valuable, will download it, that type of thing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hop off. I appreciate everybody for being here. Let me stop sharing my screen and let me get rid of this chat. Okay. All right. So, oops. All right. So, again, my name is Jessica Tapia. I'm the owner, founder of Femway, Females Earning Money Our Way. Femway is the overall arching business, but the earning agency is the newsletter, the content marketing agency, and the mentorship is underneath the earning agency, but it's called FemX Pro mentorship. It is a on a monthly, quarterly, and yearly subscription that is up to you what you decide. I personally always suggest going to the quarterly just because you have 3 months and you always see results within 3 months, whether that is, yeah, whatever your goal is, depending on your goal. But anyway, I appreciate y'all being here, sticking it out with me on X and YouTube. I pray that y'all have a fantastic night, a good rest of your Saturday, a good rest of your weekend, and I will see y'all next time. Much love, many blessings, peace. Follow me on X at the Just the Content. If you want to follow me on X or any of the other platforms, you can find me as at just the content. Okay. I'll see y'all next time.